Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Scribblings of Life. On this channel I share videos on paper quilling, card making, scrapbooking and other DIY art forms. So if you're new to my channel you can check the previous videos of mine, and if you like my channel you can consider subscribing. So in today's video we are going to make a scrapbook base. The requirements are as shown on your screen. So you will be needing a scissor, a scoring tool. If you don't have a scoring tool you can use empty ballpoint refill, pencil, scale, cutters. If you have fancy tools like trimmers and scoring board, then well and good. You need some A3 size cardstock. It like if they are even 12 by 12 it will work. So here what I am doing is I am going to cut 6 by 12 inches of cardstocks. So these cardstocks which I am cutting in the size of 6 by 12, they will become our pages of the scrapbook. So fold it in the half along the longer side and it will become a 6 by 6 page for the scrapbook. So you can make any number of pages you want. Here I am making 5 pages. Basically I am going to make a baby scrapbook out of it, with each page representing 1 month. So I will be needing total 12 pages. So 5 into 2 10 pages, and one back of the front cover and other back of the front of the back cover. So 12 pages will be there. Now we are going to create the hinge for the scrapbook. So for that I have taken some sheet of paper. The width is 6 inches and I have started scoring it. So my first score is at 1.5 inches, then 2 inches, 2.5 inches. Then I have made a score at 0.25, that is 2.75 inches, and then I am repeating this 0.5, 0.5, 2.5 scoring up to the pages I want. Okay, so let me make it clear. The 0.5 inches scoring will join together to make one hinge. So whatever number of hinges you want, you can make those many scorings. Now I am folding on the scoring lines, and we are going to paste each 0.5 inches score with each other so that it creates a hinge. And the 0.25 is basically the gap between the two pages, because we usually make 3D embellishments on the pages, so we need some gap to accommodate that part. So detailed measurements I will give in the description box, because I know it can be bit confusing for the beginners at the first, so I will try to make it as easy as possible for you. Now I am using a double-sided tacky tape to paste the 0.5 inches scoring with each other. So this kind of binding is basically called as hidden hinges binding, which I am teaching you over here. So now as you can see I am starting I'm so sorry, I have started pasting the hinges together, like scorings together, to create the hinges basically. So for 5 hinges there will be 4 gaps in between, and each gap is 0.25, which is making it to be 1 inch. Okay, and in the starting we will be having a 0.25, and in the last we will be having 0.25. So in total the spine will be 1 plus 0.5, that is 1.5 inch. So this is how you calculate the breadth of your spine. So you can simply measure the from the first score to the last score and add whatever distance you have taken into 2. Remove the excess paper by scoring at 1.5 inches again. So in the starting we have left a margin of 1.5, and in the end also we have a margin of 1.5. Make small cuts on the hinges so that they are not visible from the page. Once your page get pasted on these hinges, the hinges get hidden totally. Now to make the base of the scrapbook you need some chipboards, or you can also use mount board, cardboard, but it should be sturdy one. So if you are making pages of 6 by 6 inches, you need to take the cardboard as size 6.25 by 6.25 inches, so that the pages are bit smaller than the cover. And about the spine, the length will be same as that of the front and back cover, but the width will be different, which I told you how to calculate. Now take up normal paper and like keep the margin of around 1 inches on all the 4 sides, so that we can cover the chipboard or mount board, whatever you are using, from that paper. Paste these 3 cardboards or mount boards together, keeping bit of distance between them. As you can see, I have left some gap between the pieces. It is because we want some space to close and open the book. So I have taken around 1 inches margin on all the 4 sides to cover the binding. Keep some gap when you are cutting the corners so that it comes neat and the mount doesn't peep out of the hole. If you will like cut it very near to the corner, it will peep out basically. So leave some paper to hide that part. Now apply the glue and start pasting the paper on the mount board. Now use your scoring tool and do as shown, so it comes out very neat. Just push the paper inside so that corners are hidden properly and they won't peep out of the paper. Apply the glue and paste it. You can even use tacky tape to do this thing, or you can use Fevicol. whatever you find best. So I will be basically making two scrapbooks together. One is for baby boy and other is for baby girl. So just enjoy the thing. Now come the hinge part. So you have to paste the hinge on the spine. So as I told you that you have to make another scorings of 0.25 in the front and the last, and join basically what should I say? I mean, you have to match those scoring lines from with these gap lines. Okay, so in this way your scrapbook hinge will be perfectly pasted. Now using the tacky tape or glue, whatever you are comfortable with, just start pasting your pages on these hinges. So apply the glue or tacky tape on the both side of the hinge and on all the hinges. Now take the page and start pasting them as shown in the video. You can even paste the bottom side of the page and use the top side as a pocket. That depends on you. I mean, if you want to use it that way, or you can leave it as it is, or you can paste the both side as well. So it's your choice. So with this our pages are also created. So the base of the scrapbook is ready. In the next video we will learn how to make the pages, how to create the layouts of the pages, pockets and everything, and then we will complete the scrapbooks. I think it will be a 3-part video. So stay tuned and keep watching. Don't forget to click the subscribe and bell icon button. Thank you.